Alexa, what's IoT?
According to Wikipedia, the Internet of Things describes the network of physical objects, aka things that are embedded with sensors.
And that's what we'll be talking about today. Namaste, I'm Sri Kameshwari Kalluri, currently pursuing first year of engineering in Stanley College of Engineering and Technology for Women. By the end of this video, you will know what's IoT, its history, how it works, its application, major disadvantages, and the future. Let's begin now. IoT stands for Internet of Things. It's about a bunch of devices that are interrelated and interconnected to each other. They collect and transfer data over a wireless network without or with least human intervention. These devices are embedded with sensors, softwares, and other technologies. Fitness trackers, voice assistants, smart applications, and smart cars are among the most common examples of IoT. Back in 1926, Nikola Tesla gave perhaps the oldest Internet of Things description. Fast forward to the year 1982, a modified Coca-Cola vending machine at Carnegie University became the precursor to the IoT devices. This smart machine was able to report whether newly loaded drinks were cold or not. After 8 years, a toaster connected to the internet became the first IoT device, which was introduced by John Romke. The term Internet of Things was coined by Kevin Ashton in 1999. Though the concept of IoT wasn't much popular in its early years, it started to gain some popularity in the summer of 2010. Let's go back to the beginning of this video. I asked Alexa what IoT is, and she gave me an answer. But how was she able to give me the answer I wanted? Let's get into the steps one by one. Step 1. Sensors. Sensors are devices which observe their environment and collect data in the form of electric pulse or analog signals. In this case, the sensor recognized my voice and collected the data I gave. Step 2. Connectivity. Next, the data is sent to the cloud. The connectivity can be established with the help of various methods such as Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Internet, etc. Step 3. Data processing. Once the data is collected in the cloud, the software processes the data. In this case, the answer that's most appropriate for my question is searched in the cloud. Step 4. User interface. In the last step, the collected information is sent to the end user. This could be done via email, text, or notification. Here, Alexa replies with the answer to my question. Now I have a question for you. Is your smartphone an IoT device? Well, it should be, right? I mean, it's a device connected to the internet, it has sensors, it can collect and transfer data. Looks like it has passed all the necessary qualifications. But here's the catch. A device is considered as an IoT if it works without or with least human intervention. But the smartphone we use every day cannot function without human interaction. So they aren't considered as IoT devices. And this applies to various other devices such as laptops, tablets, TV, game controllers, etc. Hence, smartphones are used in controlling IoT devices, but they are not IoT devices themselves. IoT seems pretty nifty, right? Well, it is, and it has quite many applications in various fields. Some of the most important ones are smart homes, manufacturing, transportation, medical, and healthcare. Further in this video, we'll look into medical and healthcare sectors in more detail. Let's start with medical and healthcare. IoT in medical sector has changed people's life not only for patients but also for physicians, hospitals, and health insurance companies. IoT, which stands for Internet of Medical Things, is connected infrastructure of medical devices, software applications, and health systems and services. The capabilities of IoT are more accurate diagnosis, fewer mistakes, lower costs of care. Remote patient monitoring is one of the most common applications of IoT devices for healthcare. IoT devices can automatically collect health metrics like heart rate, blood pressure, temperature, and more from patients who are physically not present in the healthcare facility, eliminating the need for patients to travel to the providers. Remote monitoring of patients' health helps in reducing the length of hospital stay and prevents readmissions. It has provided to be exceptionally useful in the current COVID-19 pandemic. IoT helps in lowering the spread of this disease by early diagnosis, proactive monitoring by doctors, and practically defined protocols after patient recovery. Wearables. The name suggests the meaning. Wearables are small, energy efficient devices which are equipped with sensors, hardware, and software to collect data about users. New examples of wearables are fitness bands, smart glasses, blood pressure, glucose, and heart rate monitors. They are an integral part of personal analytics, measuring physical status or informing schedule for medication. These devices provide continuous tracking of medical data. What are smart beds? They are just normal beds like the ones we sleep on, which have sensors and softwares which make them smart. They have monitoring system which keeps track of patients' health. The sensors collect and note data by attaching blood and pressure sensors. This information is sent to the central system of the hospital and enables health supervisors to instantaneously review and monitor patients' vitals. In one study, the use of heart rate and respiratory rate sensing technology in smart beds reduced the rate of code blue events by 86%. The market of smart hospital beds is an emerging state and is expected to reach an impact in the healthcare environment. Robotic surgery consists of using robotic surgical system to perform operations on patients. It is similar to laparoscopic surgery in that respect that they both use small incisions, a camera, and surgical instruments. However, instead of holding and controlling the surgical instruments by themselves, during the robotic surgery, the surgeons will sit at the computer console and use controls to manipulate the robot. Compared to the traditional surgery, robotic surgery provides the surgeons with a great range of motion and precision, which help in less bleeding, less post-operative pain, and less healing time. People often confuse the robotic surgical system by assuming that it is the robot that does the actual decision making, but that is not the case. Hence, the surgery stays in control throughout the operation. Next up, agriculture. It is the art and science of cultivating the soil, growing crops, and raising livestock. IoT in agriculture has come up with as second wave of green revolution. IoT in farming target conventional farming operations to meet increasing demands and decrease production losses. An agriculture robot or an agribot is a robot designed for use in the agriculture industry. Agribots boost the efficiency of production and reduce the reliance on manual labor. The first agribot was introduced on 14th of March 1974. This machine could isolate cotton seed from cotton fiber, and it set a record of creating up to 50 pounds of cotton in one day. 50 pounds of cotton is equal to hundreds of man-hours. Emerging applications of robots in agriculture include weed control, planting seeds, harvesting, environmental monitoring, and soil analysis. According to the verified market research, the agribots market is expected to reach $11.58 billion the year of 2025. Drones can be considered as a subset of agribots. There are two types of drones, ground and aerial. Those equipped with sensors and cameras are used for assessment of crop health, crop monitoring, planting, crop spraying, and field analysis. Drones with thermal or multispectral sensors identify the areas that require changes in irrigation. Smart drones have also reduced the environmental impact. The results have been such that they have a massive reduction and much lower chemical reaching the groundwater. Smart irrigation is a key component of precision agriculture. It helps farmers in avoiding water wastage and improving the quality of crop growth in their fields. Smart irrigation systems can save up to 45% of water during the dry season and around 80% of water in the rainy season when compared to manually operated watering systems. With IoT support, these controllers can detect existing problems in any irrigation unit in real time, which in turn makes it easy for the users to do the necessary repairs. A smart greenhouse provides a controlled environment customized to the vegetation needs cultivated inside it. The data collected by the sensors provide real-time information on climate factors across the greenhouse. This data prompts relevant adjustments to heating, ventilation, and lighting settings to maintain the best conditions for plant growth. With the information, farmers can apply treatments when needed to ensure a healthy crop at the lowest chemical expense. With a forecasted market value of more than $1 billion by 2024, smart greenhouses are no doubt a major marketing trend to watch. Every advantage has its disadvantages. The cons of IoT are: number one, Complexity. With IoT, there are chances of failure. Because the IoT is such a vast, diverse network, a single failure in either the software or the hardware can have disastrous consequences. Number two, unemployment. Remember when we discussed earlier that the first agribot could do the work equivalent to hundreds of man hours? Well, doesn't it mean unemployment for hundreds of men? With IoT, daily activities are getting automated, and naturally, there will be fewer requirements for human resources and less educated staff. Number three, compatibility. There are millions and billions of devices that are connected with each other in the IoT system. However, all the devices are built by different manufacturers, which raise the issue of compatibility in tagging and monitoring. It is hard to convince every manufacturer that they build devices that agree to a common standard. Number four, privacy and security. There is a risk of losing privacy in data that is being transmitted through IoT devices. Due to the rapid growth of IoT, it is facing security and privacy issues. IoT devices connected to desktop or laptops increase the risk of leaking customers' personal information while data is being collected and transmitted from the IoT device. Will the future change? Despite the disadvantages, the future of IoT has potential to be limitless. The role of home bots in the future and their impact on our lives will be diverse and range from some basic tasks to more complex duties. The future of IoT has also vast possibilities of unfolding in the automotive industry. Google is already testing autonomous driving. According to a research, driverless cars could eliminate up to 85% head-on collisions as there will be the ease of traffic. And regarding security, automakers will likely continue to seek new ways to boost security in future. The future of IoT looks bright and promising. With all the predictions and concepts in the works, our lives are about to turn into much easier and efficient, whether we are talking about navigating around the cities, interacting at work, or dodging in our comfort home of our own. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Kavya, an Electronics and Communication Engineering student from Stanley College of Engineering and Technology, Putnam. Today I am here to discuss a few real-time applications of IoT. Before we entering into the applications of IoT, we'll just go through a brief background of IoT and what IoT is, how does it work, then move on to the applications followed by the futures. A brief background of IoT. In 1982, students at Carnegie Mellon University, they had connected a Coca-Cola vending machine to the internet to check the availability of the drink. But officially, IoT was recognized as a distinct technology in the year 1999. Over the next years, the application of the technology has been increased, and the IoT was being used as a wireless communication, embedded systems, and the electromechanical systems. What is Internet of Things? IoT. It is a concept of the technology which aims to connect all the devices to the internet and help them communicate each other using the internet as a medium. Here, the devices can be of anything. It can be a mobile phone or the car or the TV, AC, refrigerator, anything. All are considered as a device for the Internet of Things. And how does it work? Here are the 4 stages to explain it. The first stage is the sensor, next connectivity, data processing, and the user interface. Sensors. Sensors are the devices. They help in connecting a very minute data from the surrounding environment. And the collected data can be of various degrees of complexity ranging from the simple temperature monitoring sensor or it can be a complex reader. And the device can have the multiple sensors. For example, if you consider a phone, it can have a camera, it has a camera, accelerometer, GPS and more. Coming to the second stage, that is the connectivity. Here the collected data is sent to the cloud infrastructure, but it needs a medium to transfer it. So the sensors can be connected to the cloud through various mediums of communication and transport, such as the cellular networks or the satellite networks, or Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, many other networks. Coming to the third stage, that is a data processing. Once the data is collected and it gets to the cloud, then the software start performing the processing on the acquired data, And this can be ranged from something very simple such as checking that the temperature reading on the devices such as AC or the heater, whether they are within the acceptable range or not. And it can sometimes also be very complex, such as identifying the objects using the computer visual on a video. And fourth stage, user interface, there might be a situation where like a user interface comes into a picture. For example, when the temperature is too high or if there is an intruder in your house, then that's where the user interface comes into a picture. Next, coming to the IoT applications and the real time. Here you can find a many number of applications, smart home applications or education applications, agriculture, industrial, consumer, insurance, number of applications. So here we'll be discussing a few applications of IoT in education, learning at any time and anywhere. Here you are experiencing this. So you might be seeing this video in your mobile phone or the laptop or the system, anything the device that is connected to the internet and that is considered as an Internet of Things. Attendance monitoring system. Here the attendance is recorded with the help of a biometric or a card where it is connected to GSM, and the entire process happens just where every device is connected with the internet. To server attendance report, and the SMS will be automatically sent to the parents whether the student is attended the college or not. So this makes the process and the work faster. Poster boards and IoT enabled boards, and here you can see the posters. It allows us the percentage electrically with others and reveals the activity of the scholar without the problems. Here the visual posters can be shared to the classmates and also the instructors. Here you can see the entire IoT in a school, where the smart school office, smart school transportation, where everything is connected to the internet, and smart school building where the lights, fans, all the infrastructure in a school is connected to the IoT. And a smart student health, smart classrooms where the teaching is done in a digital way, and smart STEAM lab, smart activity tracking, smart cafeteria, and student IoT management. IoT consumer applications, a wearable technology. There are many types of wearable devices. It can be a smartwatch or smart wristbands or smart glasses, everything. Here you can see the fingers. This is oxypulse meter, which checks the pulse level in our body, oxygen level in our body, and the thigh, ankle, all. And coming to the access tracking, here the tracker can be a GPS tracker or the tracker tag, or phone tag, or the pet tracker. Here the pet tracking, where if you connect a sensor to your pet and you can monitoring it from anywhere, you can monitor your pet, the movements of your pet. And GPS tracker, suppose on a phone, if you link your phone with the system or a laptop, and in case of any missing of your phone, you can track your phone with the help of this GPS tracker. And personal healthcare carriers and healthcare payers. Here, smart wellness watch, smart stethoscope, smart body analyzer, smart pregnancy belt, smart vitamin analyzer, and smart stress management. These are all the devices that are connected to the internet and which help in monitoring our health conditions in an easily, effectively, and fastly. Applications of IoT in transportation. Cars. Here you can observe the street lights and the cars. They are connected with the help of Wi-Fi. And during night times, when there are no vehicles, then the street lights will be automatically off. And when it senses the presence of vehicles, then the street lights automatically will off. And in cars, you can also place a drowsiness detection, where the camera is placed in front of a driver, and it continuously monitors whether the person is drowsy or not. If it identifies the person feels drowsy, then automatically alarm will on, so that it helps in avoiding the accidents. rails and mass transit. Here the train, the CCTV camera, traffic lights, the gates, everything they are connected to the internet, and with the help of GPS it will track it will find the entering of train, and automatically the signal will changes from green to red, and the gate will closes, and after the departure of the train then automatically the signal will changes from red to green, and the gate will open, and the entire process will go smoothly, just because of all these devices are connected to the internet. Industrial transportation. Here, for a single person, it is not possible to monitor each and every problem in an industry. So, with the help of these sensors, it will be very easy to monitor for a person by sitting in one place and see what are all the problems they are facing, so that the problems can be cleared fasterly. Coming to the future scope of IoT, here a Gartner report predicts that the connected devices across all the technologies will hit 20.6 billion, and according to the HP, it will hit 1 trillion by 2025. And a Cisco report says that by the next decade, we can see the IoT devices creating 14.4 trillion worth value across several industries. Here, the IoT of like Internet of Things is not a concept. It is a network. The true technology enables the network of all the networks. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Deepthi Nalveti from Stanley College of Engineering and Technology for Women. So I'm from the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. Today I'm going to discuss about the Internet of Things in real-time applications. So let's get started quickly. First, let us know what is Internet of Things. It can be like anytime, anywhere, by anyone and anything. So we are heading into a new era of ubiquity where the users of the internet will be counted in billions, and where humans may become the minority as generators and receivers of traffic. Changes brought about by the internet will be dwarfed by those prompted by the networking of everyday objects. And next comes to the characteristics of IoT, that is computing, content, collection, communication, connectivity, convergence. So the next comes to the definition of Internet of Things. This is the marketing perspective of IoT, that is to enable communication between devices to exchange useful information that create new value for humans. And next comes to the technology perspective of IoT, that is things with identities and virtual personalities operating in smart spaces using intelligent interfaces to connect and communicate within social, environmental, and user contexts. Next comes to the life cycle of Internet of Things, that is to collect, communicate, analyze, and let's know briefly about this life cycle. So the first comes the collection, where the devices and sensors are collecting data everywhere, like at your home, in your car, at the office, and in the manufacturing plant. Next comes to the communication, where sending data and events through networks to some destination happens, like the destination could be a cloud platform, private data center, or a home network. Next comes to the analysis, where creating information from the data, like visualizing the data, building reports, and filtering the data. Next, it takes an action based on information and data, and communicates with another machine, that is machine-to-machine communication, and then sends a notification through SMS, email, or text, and then talks to another system. This is all about the life cycle of IoT, and this is the general architecture of IoT. Next comes to the today's behavior of Internet of Things, where 74% is based on real-time location-based information, and 71% is based on payment apps, and 60% is based on weather apps, and 60% is wanted connected system in car, and 29% is based on health apps, and 51% is based on maps and navigation. And next comes to the real-time applications. So let's get started with this. The first comes to smart cities, which includes smart parking, that is monitoring of parking space availability in the city, and structural health monitoring of vibrations and material conditions in buildings, bridges, and historical monuments. Next comes the noise urban maps, that is sound monitoring in bar areas and centric zones in real time. And then comes to traffic conditions, monitoring of vehicles and pedestrian levels to optimize driving and walking routes. And then smart lighting, that is intelligent and weather adaptive lighting in street lights. And then comes to waste management, that is detection of rubbish levels in containers to optimize the trash collection routes. Then comes to intelligent transportation system, that is smart roads and intelligent highways with warning messages and diversions according to climate conditions and unexpected events like accidents or traffic jams. This is the smart city. Next comes to smart environment, which includes forest fire detection, air pollution, landslide and avalanche prevention, earthquakes early detection. All this is all about smart environment. Next comes to smart water, which includes water quality, water leakages, river floods. And then comes to security and emergencies, which includes perimeter access control, liquid pressure, radiation levels, explosive and hazardous gases. Next comes to retail, which includes supply chain control, NFT payments, intelligent shopping applications, smart product management. Next comes to logistics, which includes quality of shipment conditions, item location, storage incompatibility detection, and fleet tracking. Next comes to industrial control, which includes machine-to-machine applications, indoor air quality, ozone presence, indoor location, vehicle auto diagnosis. Then comes to smart agriculture, which includes wine quality enhancing, greenhouses, golf courses, meteorological station network, compost. And then comes to smart animal farming, which includes offspring care, animal tracking, toxic gas levels. Then comes to domestic and home automation, which includes energy and water use, remote control appliances, intrusion detection systems, and then comes to art and goods preservation. And next comes to e-health, which includes fall detection, that is assistance for elderly or disabled people living independent, medical fridges, which stores vaccines, medicines, and organic elements. And then comes to sportsman care, and comes to patient surveillance, like monitoring of condition of patients inside hospitals and in old people's homes. And comes to ultraviolet radiation, like measurement of UV sun rays to warn people not to be exposed in certain hours. And this is all about smart grids, where nuclear power plant, thermal power plant, hydraulic power generation, photovoltaic, that is renewable energy, ecological vehicles, cities and offices, homes, factories, all are interconnected to the smart grid. Next, if you think that the internet has changed your life, think again. The Internet of Things is about to change it all over again. Thank you all. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Hi, as you can see on my screen, today's title of my presentation is IoT used in smart cities. IoT is nothing but Internet of Things which can be used in our daily life. My name is Shriya Neturkar and I'm going to speak a lot about this presentation. And I'm a student studying at Stanley College of Engineering and Technology for Women. So, think smart, live smart. Today's agenda of our presentation is to cover the important topics which can make a city better place to live in. So let's see what all are the topics. What is IoT? Concept of IoT used in smart cities, applications of IoT in smart cities, challenges, concerns and criticisms, abstract. These are all the topics which we are about to cover in this presentation and know how a smart city looks like. Your vision is your future. What is IoT? What do you mean by an IoT is? The Internet of Things refers to a system of interrelated, internet-connected objects that are able to collect and transfer data over a wireless network without human intervention. The personal or business possibilities are endless. IoT devices can be used to monitor and control the mechanical, electrical, and electronic systems. Concept of IoT used in smart cities. Let's see what it is. The new Internet of Things applications and smart cities are enabling initiatives worldwide. It provides the ability to remotely monitor, manage, and control devices and to create new insights and actionable information from massive streams of real-time data. A smart city uses information and communication technology to improve operational efficiency, share information with the public, and provide a better quality of government service and citizenship. Applications of IoT in smart cities. Changes for the best. Smart security. Security means safety. Nowadays, public choose safety and much better environment to live in. The video surveillance in a city, that is, the CCTVs, offer deeper insight into the vehicle and pedestrian flow and traffic. Continuous surveillance of public places ensure reduction of theft, loss, and vandalism in public places. It can help in tracking and reduce crime. In the cyber age, the security of the data in the web is at risk. We must build smart security for the protection of networks, computers, programs, and data. This prevents an attacks, damage, or unauthorized access, enabling netizens to use the web without any fears. Surveillance also makes sure that women and children should be safe in the crowded places. Smart services. Emergency services such as that of ambulance and fire brigade are time critical in operation, and thus the response needs to be swift. A managing and monitoring system can facilitate this swift response. Connected emergency vehicles help responders get help to citizens faster. If the system has access to live traffic congestion, list of hospitals or fire stations nearby, and the best route to reach the destination. The emergency services can be provided quickly and efficiently. Services to differently able citizens and senior citizens should be boosted. Infrastructure. Smart infrastructure. Who doesn't want an infrastructure to live a better living? Connecting the different modes of transportation such as trains, buses, and vehicle fleets helps cities improve efficiency and safety and deliver better services. When a train arrives, having a bus ready to ferry the crowd from a railway station is a good example of managing crowd in public places. This can be implemented after analyzing the flow of the crowd. It can facilitate reduced wait time and higher occupancy in the public transport. Wireless parking solutions inside a building or on parking designated areas reduces traffic congestion. It is easier for the driver to find the parking space. Monitoring environment. The quality of air can be monitored continuously and alert can be issued to the public in case of a dip in the air quality. Curbing of sound pollution by installing wireless devices capable of measuring and reporting the intensity of sound. It will be useful especially in sensitive areas such as hospitals and schools. The quality of the source of the water for the city can be measured. It ensures supply of good quality of water. A dip in the quality of water in a pipeline suggests a possible leak or contamination. This enables the authorities to fix the problem even before the common public reports it. Waste management. Connected waste management helps cities enhance efficiency in waste collection. Proper planning and proper implementation saves money and time. The collected waste can be segregated, reused, and recycled. The efficient management of waste ensures emissions of less harmful gases into the atmosphere and less spreading of diseases. A virtual place of live pictures. Nowadays, people want to experience that how a smart city is indeed. Actually, people do want to know that how a smart city is. They want to live in the smart city because it lessens the risk factor in the city. It helps to identify and stop the police in higher risks, as well as they can even focus the forecast and plan for the expansion in the worldwide population growth and identify trends, interests, concerns, and needs of the citizens. So this is how a smart city is. As there is a smart city, there will be challenges, concerns, and criticisms. These are committed to people committed to future. Let's see what are they. Privacy of the citizens is a big concern as making a city smart starts with the collection of data and processing it. Involving the general public in such a policy democratically is challenging. The amount of information to be collected is soaring. Challenges related to storage, management, consistency, and reliability is a big question. We would need more research, development, and advancement in the field of technology to implement more idea in this field. If there is a biased interest in the development, there could be a denial of alternative approaches. The cost involved is a soaring. Improper implementation can effectively be negative to the city and its economy. Changes for the best. Abstract. According to statistics as of 2013, 50% of the world's population lives in urban areas. By 2050, it will increase to 75% of the world's population. That is an extra 3.1 billion to be accommodated for. To cater to such a huge number of people, we need to start planning now. Slowly and steadily, we need to increase the efficiency of our cities. The changes should start with individual. Let's make the people smart and give them a smart living. It will simultaneously bring in a smart economy, environment, and governance. It will give rise to smart communications, buildings, mobility, and energy. Thus, smart city is an inevitable process that will change the way we think, and so is the impact it will have on the society. Let us work for it and embrace the new changes that are about to happen. After all, change is inevitable. Empowered by innovation. This is your city, where your heart is, where your life is. It's a place full of memories. Just like we develop as humans, cities also evolve and change. We want to be a part of that journey, to develop the homes for the future and to create a city we would love to live in. The city with the innovative ideas and innovative innovations like CCTV cameras and IoT solutions, we can drive and create a city, a smart space and to live in. A city where people can challenge each other and to monitor the everyday breath and the environment like the weather, the water flows and the sound flows. Then coming to the traffic levels which flow securely so people can be monitored where they move easily, walk safely and run freely. By monitoring how people move, we keep them safe and manage the places to not get crowded easily. This is a city where every human wants to live in. This is your city. This is our city, where the public safety, urban mobility, environment monitoring is the most important measures to be taken. I would like to conclude my presentation with a small important thing, that is, the smart cities are the intelligent cities of positivity and happy energy, not the junkyards of technologies, but cities of diversity, love, life, dignity, freedom, tolerance, and equality to live in. So let's all gather together and make our city a smart city to live in. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation. Thank you.
Before moving ahead with the topic, let us understand what is IoT. The Internet of Things, or IoT, refers to the billions of physical devices around the world that are now connected to the Internet, all collecting and sharing data. It connects everyday things embedded with electronics, software, and sensors to the Internet, enabling them to collect and exchange data. For example, in the morning when your alarm goes off, the IoT system can turn on the window blinds, turn on the water heater, and so on. Although all of this is fascinating, there's a lot that goes on in the background to ensure its seamless function, from effective communication between devices to accurate processing of data received, a lot of components are involved. Now let us understand the classification of IoT devices and how these devices work. In the context of IoT devices, they are classified into general devices and sensing devices. The general devices are the main components of data hub and information exchange. These devices are connected either by wire or wireless interface. Home appliances are a classic example of such devices. The sensing devices, on the other hand, include sensors and actuators. They measure the temperature, humidity, light intensity, and other parameters. Now, these IoT devices are connected to the network with the help of gateways. These gateways or processing nodes process the information collected from the sensors and transfer it to the cloud. Now, this cloud acts as both storage and processing unit. Then the actions are performed on the collected data for further learning and inferences. The wired and wireless interfaces like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Zigbee, and so on are used to provide connectivity to ensure its ubiquity. In IoT devices, applications need to support a diverse set of devices and communication protocols. From tiny sensors capable of sensing to powerful back-end servers that are used for data analysis and knowledge. Now let us understand the 5-layer architecture in IoT ecosystem. The first layer is the perception layer. In perception layer, the sensors sense and gather information about the environment. The second layer is the transport layer. In transport layer, transfers data between different layers through networks such as wireless 3G, LAN, Bluetooth, RFID, and NFC. Third is the processing layer. In this layer, it stores, analyzes, and processes huge amounts of data. Employs databases, cloud computing, and big data processing modules. Fourth layer is the application layer. This layer is responsible for delivering application-specific services to the users. The first layer is the business layer. In business layer, it manages the whole IoT system, including applications, business and profit models, and uses privacy. Next, why do we need IoT? What's the need for IoT? IoT is widely used in almost all of the big organizations and MNCs due to its benefits, which helps them to improve their standard of communication and work by offering them a platform to share data across the globe without any restrictions. IoT's track and monitor feature helps them to control the organization's happenings from one place. A company's service can be improved without spending much money. It provides the real picture of one system and their usage. It also provides transparency between customer and customer relations. The automation feature reduces work pressure and the money spent on the laborers. So these are the benefits of IoT. Now let us check the real-time applications of IoT. First is smart wearables. Nowadays, smart wearables are very popular. The big companies like Google, Samsung are investing heavily in building such devices. Smart wearables have tiny sensors and software to collect data and information about the users. These devices are mainly used in entertainment, health, and fitness. Next is a smart home. Smart home are also becoming popular nowadays because a home can be called smart when there's a range of smart devices that can be controlled remotely, and you can control them the way you want, which to automate the house maintenance. For example, the smart lights let you control your connected lights through your phone or by your voice when paired with Alexa, and you can just turn off and on the TV by your voice. So smart home products are promised to save time, energy and money. IoT in banking. IoT has changed the banking system the way it was before because banks from all over the world are trying to use IoT capabilities in their industry to get more customers involved, starting from mobile banking apps that today are used by majority of all the world banks. Since apps help them monitor preferences of customers to the range of sensors that make it possible for financial institutions to gather information from their branches, and sensors in the wearables that can track how customers use banking products. Next is the smart city. The concept of smart city addresses planning and public administration through the automation of services in a creative and sustainable way. The sectors that have been developing smart cities include government services, transport and traffic management, healthcare, water, energy, etc. Health and fitness. To help you stay fit, IoT connected devices are here, like fitness trackers that helps you to track your daily activities such as sleeping patterns, heart rate, statistics of workouts, calories burned, etc. Now let us talk about how big is IoT. This new wave of connectivity is going beyond laptops, smartphones. It's going towards connected cars, smart homes, connected wearables, smart cities, and connected healthcare. It is basically a connected life. According to a recent report, by 2025, the connected devices across all the technologies will reach to 1.0 trillion. That's a huge amount. So, in the coming years, the IoT, Internet of Things, can change our lives and make a better future. So, with this, I conclude my presentation. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Vahini Reddy K, CME first year from Stanley College of Engineering and Technology for Women. So today's presentation is about real-time applications with the IoT technology. Before jumping into the topic, let us understand what exactly this IoT is. What is IoT? The Internet of Things IoT is a network of the physical objects or things embedded with the electronics, software, sensors and network connectivity, which enables these objects to collect and exchange data. IoT is influencing our lifestyle from the way we react to the way we behave, from air conditioners that you can control with your smartphone to the smart cars that is providing the shortest routes, or your smartwatches which is tracking your daily activities. So let us understand the life cycle of this Internet of Things. First is the collect. Devices and sensors are collecting the data everywhere. at your home or at the office. Second is the communicate, sending data and events through the networks to some destination point. Third is the analyze, creating information from the data, like visualizing the data to build new reports. Fourth is the act, taking action based on the information and data, like sending a notification or communicating with another machine. Let us look into the applications of this IoT. The ultimate goal of this IoT is to automate human life. So how agricultural fields are benefited from IoT systems? The IoT has the potential to transform the ways we live in the world. The global population would touch around 9.6 billion by 2050. So to feed this immense population, the agriculture industry needs to embrace with the IoT technology. There are numerous possibilities in this field. One of them is the smart greenhouses. Greenhouse farming is a technique that enhances the yield of the crops, vegetables, fruits, etc. Greenhouses control environmental parameters in two ways, either through manual intervention or a proportional control mechanism. Since manual intervention has disadvantages such as production loss, energy loss, and labor cost, and these are very less effective. Different sensors that measure the environmental parameters according to the plant requirement are used for controlling the environment in a smart greenhouse. Then a cloud sensor that creates for remotely accessing the system when it connects using IoT. Inside the greenhouse, the cloud server helps in the processing of the data and applies a control action. The sensors in the IoT system in the greenhouse provide information on temperature, pressure, humidity and light levels. Second is the agricultural drones, and these are a very good example for this IoT application. There are two types of drones. One is the ground based and second is the aerial based drones. These are being incorporated in the agriculture in many ways, such as for crop health assessment, irrigation, planting, soil and field analysis. This drone technology will give a high-tech makeover to the agriculture industry by making use of strategy and planning based on the real-time data collection and processing. The farmers through drones can enter the details of what field they want to survey. From the data collected by the drones, useful insights can be drawn on various factors such as plant counting and yield prediction, plant health indices, plant height measurement, and so on. Second application is the embedded IoT medical devices. Many healthcare facilities have started adopting embedded solutions for the medical devices enabled with IoT to address the lack of availability of the doctors in remote areas. So let us understand the workflow of this IoT medical devices. First is the user. The user will provide the input via a touchscreen panel for the symptoms into embedded medical device. The user also needs to provide all the personal information such as the contact number, name, age, etc. Then the embedded device will return generic medicine prescription for the disease found based on the input or contact the doctor if the disease is not found. Second is the embedded medical device with IoT. The embedded medical device receives input from the user to match the symptoms with a preloaded symptom file and tries to find the matching disease for same. It performs tests suggested based on the preloaded symptom file to get the exact match for the disease if the disease is not found by examining the symptoms. If the disease information is not found, the system involves the doctor with the given information who will consult the user, diagnose the disease and accordingly update the symptom file and disease file in the system. Third is the prescription for general medicine. Based on the input provided by the user, once the disease is found by the embedded medical device, it will look for generic medicine information in the preloaded prescription file mapping the disease and medication. Fourth is the cloud database management system. In this stage, the embedded device will store all the user details in the cloud database. This cloud-based solutions can store the following information for future analysis. So this embedded IoT medical devices are helpful in the area where basic healthcare facilities are not available. Based on the disease analysis and data stored in the cloud, it helps users cure the diseases on time and also take the preventive actions. How IoT is enhancing the development of smart cities. The information technology and IoT facilities are integrating with the urban infrastructures, resulting in the appearance of the smart city concept and its development. A smart city is a city where digital technologies are used to improve citizens' quality of life, govern the city's infrastructure, and manage its urban environment. A smart city functions based on the data collection, processing, and exchange processes, which are then used to make decisions by both the city government and individual residents at different levels. Connected sensors and IoT devices are used to collect the necessary data. How this IoT technology is used as a part of the smart city concepts. There are many sensors installed at various points of the engineering infrastructure that allows detecting emergencies. Energy resource meters send consumption data to the relevant service providers by themselves. Smart street lighting adapts its luminous power to changing lighting environments. Fourth is the smart garbage bin sensors that detects fill levels, transmit data to the waste disposal services to optimize collection routes. Fifth is the self-driving vehicles are a prerequisite for a smart city. Sixth is the ITS, which is also known as the Intelligent Transport Systems. These are used to control traffic lights, road info boards and signs, car navigation, car number plate recognition, and data flow integration. Seventh is the Intelligent Parking Solutions register when drivers leave certain parking lots and inform other drivers that free lots are available. Eighth is the electric power, water, and other resource consumption optimization directly influences the city's environmental condition. So this IoT can provide the strongest impact on the development of the cities of the future. How industrial IoT is benefiting the manufacturing industry. First is the asset management. Smart factory with the help of IoT can track different factory asset locations with the smart sensors, monitor demand supply requirements, and manage the workflow records and production accordingly. Second is the safety operations. Missions in the industry can be hazardous and can turn into danger if not serviced regularly. Featuring industrial IoT automation, units can assure the safety of employees' missions. Also, this industry can incorporate robotics with the missions to restrict workers working below ground level or in some special chamber. Efficient and productive process. Mechanical equipment in the industry needs servicing and maintenance at regular intervals. If the equipment damages unexpectedly, then it can affect the reduction in plant production, waste of time and resources. IoT assisted production can avoid production downtime by servicing the equipment before it can lead to breakage. Eventually, production lines will have an increased amount of productivity with the help of enhanced analytics and decision making based on the machines that are being monitored, leading to faster manufacturing. Predictive analysis. Manufacturers can do the analysis of ongoing manufacturing status and maintenance requirements for machines, and these tools help to identify the root cause of an issue and work on the mitigation plan, thereby warning failures much in advance. As we are moving with this ecosystem, the production line will have the more data that can provide more visibility to deal with complex scenarios, leading to a more robust system. And nowadays, many manufacturing companies have started investing their time and money towards developing smart IT-driven manufacturing solutions. So what is the future scope of this IoT? The future of IoT industry is very huge. The Internet of Things has emerged as a leading technology around the world and gained a lot of popularity in lesser time. The advancements in the artificial intelligence and machine learning have made the automation of IoT devices easy. Basically, this AI and ML programs are combined with the IoT devices to give them proper automation. Due to this, IoT has also expanded its area of application in various sectors. So it is the best time to begin exploring the potential of this technology, because with IoT the future is now. Thank you.